Hello and welcome to another episode of WordPress series. In this tutorial of how to create subdomain in cPanel and install WordPress, I will cover A to Z, yes, from start to create a subdomain in our cPanel, and then we will install WordPress on that subdomain. Wait a minute. This is a disclaimer. This video is not sponsored by any brand company. Yes, you guys are already flooded with tons of YouTube ads. But yes, you can support me by subscribing my YouTube channel and don't forget to click the bell icon. You will get amazing WordPress tutorials and hacks by week. You can also get many of the WordPress layouts and themes which I post in the community section. So these are the prerequisite for creating subdomain and for which you need a domain and hosting. Second is cPanel access, which you can see in the next part of the video, how we can access the cPanel. And yes, this tutorial will make your work easy to create subdomain. So why just a quick information why we need subdomain. We usually use it to send traffic from our main domain uh, to our main domain from the subdomains. And if you are a freelancer, you can create a multiple project on the subdomains and create portfolio to show it to your clients or the possible uh, projects. Let's start creating subdomain. So you need to log into your cPanel. For this, you can write colon 2083 after the name of your domain. I will also write in the description. Okay, next you have to search subdomain in the cPanel search bar. Okay, click on the subdomain. You can see the dashboard and the option to create a subdomain. So you can write any name which you want to create a subdomain and then select the main domain because your hosting may contain many of the main domains. So I will write the portfolio because I'm a freelancer and I will be creating it for to showcase my portfolios. Then click on create option and it will take just few seconds and it will show the success message. Okay, so your portfolio subdomain has been created. Next thing, click on the go back option, and if you drag down, you can see your subdomain link, which is shown below. So click on this and get access to the subdomain files because in next step we are going to install WordPress, latest WordPress on the subdomain. For this, you need to follow this simple step. Go to the Google and write WordPress.org. On the top right, you can see Get WordPress option. Drag down, and you can see download WordPress 5.8.3, which is latest. And if you click on this, it will automatically start installing the latest WordPress, which we are going to install to our subdomain. Moving forward to our next step, in which we have to upload this WordPress zip file to our file section. For this, click on the upload and then drag the file or select the file from where you have downloaded it. So wait for just few seconds before it's uploaded on your subdomain file section. One more thing, I will try to write all these steps in the description section. But if you're still confused about any step, you can write in the comment section. I will try to answer all your queries. So next thing, you have to extract this WordPress file. Click on the extract and then select the folder and click on extract files. So it will extract all the WordPress files which we usually see while installing WordPress on our local host as well. And then delete this zip file because we don't need it anymore. Next thing, extract all the files and move them to the main folder. For this, open the WordPress folder, select all by clicking on the top right option and then click on move and move all these files to our main folder. Okay, now go to your main folder by clicking on the level up. So now delete this WordPress file as well. It's just trash and we don't need it. So for next step, you can see all our files are on our main folder. This is one of the most important step for our subdomain. As in my previous video, many of the viewers commented that they did not understand this step. For this, you have to go to cPanel and click search, just search databases and open this MySQL databases. In this step, you have to create your databases for your subdomain which you are going to create. It's one of the final step. You can say second last step. So in create new databases, please write this new database name and make sure you have opened the notepad file in which you will note down all the details which you are going to enter in this new database, because all these information we need for our final step. Now I will click by entering the create option and now copy this database name. I will say DB name, which is database name, and save it to the our notepad file. Click on the go back option and drag down for the current databases files. So here you can see the database which I just created for our subdomain. So in next step, I will add the MySQL user. For this, I will enter the name of the user and the recommended password. Okay, so just write anything which you could remember easily, or you have to write this user in your notepad file. I will keep it same and write the portfolio in the new user and generate the password recommended by the cPanel website. Or you can enter your strong password, but make sure you save it in your notepad file as well. Assume I write 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 just for my age, and then you have to click on the create user, just a single step, and your user is added. Moving forward to our next step, in which I have to assign the user to the database which I created for this specific domain. Okay, let's assign this user to the database portfolio which I created for this subdomain. And next thing, you have to click on the add option to assign this user to that database. Next, click on all privilege and make changes. So your user will be assigned to that specific databases and it will manage all your user privileges. Okay, so for our final step, again go to the subdomain manager, file manager, and here we need to edit this WP configuration file. Just click on the edit option and it will open another video with the search interface. You can see some kind of code here. So I will zoom it a little bit, and here you can see the DB user, DB password. Uh, Here we use the name of DB and the password which we saved in our notepad file. Just copy and paste the DB user and the password you entered while creating the databases and save the files. So for this, go to the top right corner and click on save changes. That's it. Your subdomain is almost subdomain is created and WordPress is almost installed on your subdomain. Okay, now click on continue and enter the information needed. This is the same WordPress interface which we mostly uh, use to install on our local host or even on our live website. So you just have to add the site title, username. I will write the same, but you can change it to the anyone and write a strong password to make it safe, and your email to avoid any future hassle. Okay, that's it. You have created your subdomain and you have successfully installed WordPress on that subdomain. If you still have any question, feel free to write in the comment section. And an important announcement, I am going to start an online WordPress series from basics to advanced level. If you guys are interested in learning this WordPress series, please write yes in the comment section and make sure you enter your email as well. So I will add you in Google Classroom. And yes, this is completely free tutorial classes in which you will learn WordPress from basic to advanced level and freelancing tips to start your freelance career. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.